Thomas and friends, making tracks to great destinations.
Dear Christopher, here is your friend Thomas the Tank Engine. He wanted to come out of his station yard and see the world. These stories tell you how he did it. I hope you will like them because you helped me to make them. Your loving, Daddy.
The island of Sodor is surrounded by beautiful blue sea. It has fields of green and sandy yellow beaches. There are rivers, streams, and lots of trees where the birds sing. There are windmills and a coal mine and docks where visitors to the island arrive. The island also has lots and lots of railway lines. Who's that puffing down the track? It's Thomas. Hello, Thomas. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the island of Sodor.
Percy's Scariest Fright. One night, Percy arrived at the station to drop off some mail. It was a rainy night, and Percy was delivering mail to every station around Sodor. Percy was waiting for the signal to change green, when suddenly a train of freight cars was moving by themselves. This gave Percy a fright as the train moved past by him. "Fire and smoke," he said. "What was that?" "A train of trucks can't move by themselves. Well, except for the troublesome trucks that want to play tricks." And that was what he told us to the other engines at the sheds. "I'm telling you all, the trucks were moving by themselves without an engine shunting or pulling it." "Rubbish, Percy," said Gordon. "You need to stay out late. You'll be becoming delirious." "I know what I saw." "You know," said Thomas, "this all sounds too familiar." Edward laughed. "Oh, does it, Thomas? You got a story to tell us?" "As a matter of fact, I do. It happened many years ago. An engine with no name but has the same size as James was delivering his last train for the night. The engine is struggling up a steep hill and had taken more than it could handle. As the engine reached to the top of the hill, something broke, and the engine began to roll backwards helplessly. The stingray heard the noise and diverted them into a siding. And the train smashed right into the bucket. And there wasn't much of it left. It's been said on a late night when the air is calm, you can still see its ghost trying desperately to prevent the accident that sealed its fate. Oh dear, I didn't need to see it again. And what did this engine look like? Edward asked. Well, why it wasn't ran, of course. Well, I think we should get some sleep. We have a busy day tomorrow. And the engines went off to sleep. The next morning was a busy day. Percy was in the yard shunting trucks. He was still thinking about what he saw last night and didn't want to think about it. Bother, I have another mail train tonight. I better not see that whatever again, he said to himself. And so, nighttime came again, and Percy was delivering the mail once more. Percy was making great time, but he soon saw the engine that Thomas was talking about and went past Percy. Oh, well, Percy, it had gave him another flight. After the mail was delivered, Percy raced back to the sheds to tell the engine what he saw again. I saw the ghost engine, he said to the engines. It had went past me and gave me a fright. Well, perhaps it wants you to take its place. I couldn't. Well, take caution. It preys on small engines. Percy didn't like the sound of that. So the next morning, Percy decided to talk to Sir Topham Hatt about it. I don't think I should take the mail tonight, sir. I see. But I'm sorry, Percy. The mail train must be on time. I can assure you that there is no ghost engine gallivanting about. Yes, sir, said Percy. So later on, Percy was off delivering the mail again. Percy arrived at Marin Station where he met up with James. Hello, James. Why are you out at this hour? Sir Topham had me to go on goods train at night, and no one else other than Henry is available. Wait, so that was your train that I saw the other night? At Marin, right? Yes. Those stupid trucks never behave. Well, then that means I think you're the engine that I saw last night. I was so tired that I mistook you for somebody else. Percy, I wasn't out last. It all makes sense now. Well, good night, James. See you in the morning. I knew Thomas was only playing with me. And Percy set off with the mail. That engine doesn't know what he's talking about, James said to himself. And with that, the guard's whistle blew, and James set off with his goods train. Percy knew that Thomas was only joking, and that his story was a make-believe. And for the next few nights, Percy didn't see any ghost trains or the train that's moving by himself. He wasn't afraid anymore.
I saw that ship. I do that.
Today, Thomas and his friends are playing a game. 3 of his friends are in these sheds. There's Gordon, there's Emily, and there's James. Thomas is trying to remember which of his friends is in which shed. Can you help him? Gordon's in the first shed, Emily's in the middle shed, and James is in the last shed. Gordon, Emily, James. Thomas has to remember which friend is in the first shed. Here he comes. Have you remembered who it is? Yes, it's Gordon. This time, Thomas has to remember which friend is in the middle shed. Here comes someone. Have you remembered who it is? Yes, it's Emily. Now Thomas has to remember which friend is in the last shed. Here he comes. Who is it going to be? Yes, it's James. Thomas remembered where all his friends were. Did you? The island of Sodor is a wonderful place. Thomas enjoys puffing all over the island. There are lots of special places to visit. Where's this? That's right, it's Tidmouth's Sheds. Every day, Sir Topham Hatt comes here to tell his engines what to do. And every day, the engines leave Tidmouth's Sheds to do their jobs. And they return again at night, after a day of being really useful. Once, in the sheds, Gordon kept all the engines awake at night. His firebox made a terrible noise as it cooled down. Percy called him Rattler Gordon. Gordon pretended the other engines all had very bad manners. But really, he felt embarrassed. He didn't want to be called Rattler Gordon. Then, one night, there was a shooting star. All the engines made a wish. Gordon wished to be grander. James wished to be redder. And Percy wished to pull the mail forever and ever. But when Thomas got lost on his way to the power station, Percy changed his wish. Now, he wished for Thomas to return safely to Tidmouth's Sheds. When his wish came true, Percy was the happiest engine. But Tidmouth's Sheds is especially important for one engine, and that's Emily. Emily used to live on her own at Knapford Yards. One day, Sir Topham Hatt decided to rebuild Tidmouth's sheds. And the engines had to move out. James had to sleep in the dirty, dusty coaling plant. Percy and Henry slept in the smelter's yard. And Gordon slept under a tent. He was very unhappy. Thomas had to move in with Emily in the sheds at Knapford. At first, Emily didn't like Thomas being there. Thomas's sleep whistling kept her awake all night. It made her cross. But one night, Thomas wasn't there. Emily missed Thomas. It was too quiet without him. She even missed his sleep whistle. So when Emily arrived at the new Tidmouth sheds, she was very happy. An extra space had been built especially for her. Now Emily could be with her friends. And that's why Tidmouth Sheds is very special for Emily. There are so many special places on the island of Sodor. Next time, Thomas will show us somewhere else. Percy is excited. He is going to look for some hidden treasure. This map will help Percy find the treasure. The treasure is hidden under the red cross. The dotted line will lead Percy to the cross. Percy is ready to go. Can you help him? Percy has come to a junction. Which way should he go now? Should Percy go towards the hill or towards the lake? The dotted line goes towards the hill. That's right. So Percy should go that way. Percy has come to another junction. Which way should he go now? Should Percy go towards the castle or towards the farm? The dotted line goes towards the castle. That's right. So Percy should go that way. Percy has arrived at the castle. He's very near the treasure now. Which way should he go next? Towards the village or towards the cross? That's right. Percy has found the treasure, but he couldn't have done it without you. Well done, everyone. Today, the suspension bridge on the island of Sodor is closed. Thomas has to take a new route to the children's school. Percy tells Thomas the way. First, Percy tells Thomas, you go over Gordon's Hill. Then, steam through Kelsthorpe Station. And then along by the old windmill until you arrive at the school. Thomas is ready to set off for the school. Can you remember where he goes first? First, Thomas goes over Gordon's Hill. Then, through Kelsthorpe Station. Now where does he go? Along by the old windmill. Until Thomas arrives at the children's school. Did you remember all those places? Thomas did. Well done, Thomas.